He'll bring it out. It's James. He was looking for some running room.
And the
To be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He makes a catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Throws to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Ducks are on the move. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Lasso, Logger, Timber.
He wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's low. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense in hurry up mode. They're going to throw it again. Finds his man. It's Whittington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Holden. Touchdown, Oregon! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. On to attempt to try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
They'll go to the ground. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. The Tide will get the first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that...
Going for it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Receivers do this every day, all day. Throw it up. I will go get it. I will stay in bounds. Nice job knowing where he was at on the field to get that foot in bounds, to get the big touchdown for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The short hands, it's Ferguson. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback keeper. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Going up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. They're bringing heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Caught near the sideline, it's Ferguson.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Touchdown Tide! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. He lets one fly deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Back to throw, it's Gabriel. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Looking to throw it again. Gonna take a shot. Got it.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Defense in press coverage. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Out of the backfield, he's open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Gets away from one, finds room. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's in open space downfield. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Had to throw it before he wanted. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
4 yards on the play. That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 28, Oregon 14.
And the Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Catch in the middle. It's Miller. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bernard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Henderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. A designed run for the quarterback. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, going to the air. Using the quick game. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Quick strike complete.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Dialing up a second down pass play. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This is a long fourth down try, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23.
Second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 28, Oregon 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And simple play, simple gain, get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Oregon, 14.
Coming out with it, it's Robinson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
With the catch, it's Johnson. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
They'll throw it on first down. It's complete. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Bang! Hornet! Longer!
They move the tight end all over.
Timber! Squirrel! Squirrel!
Back to throw, it's Gabriel. And that pass intercepted.
Pass on 3rd down.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game,